24 hours and change until all this is over, until polls close in Colorado and you're going to end up in one of two camps. Not these two camps. And no, not the secret FEMA concentration camp you read about on that nutty website. 24 hours from now, you'll be in one of two camps. Those who can look back on the historic election and say, I voted, I made my voice heard. And those who mumble something about voting being hard or not mattering or some other garbage. 1.8 million beautiful people have voted in Colorado. Be one of the beautiful people. Tonight, a final pitch for the voters still holding onto a ballot. Your write-ins for president. The woman asked to cover up at Denver Elections headquarters. And when we'll see the last political ad of 2016. Grab this election by the ballot. Fill it out in the next half hour. We'll tell you where to stick it. This is next. Typically in Colorado, Republicans lead in the early voting and Democrats close late. This year, the first all mail-in year, Dems were up early. Now Republicans have surged to take a 7,000 ballot lead. Of course, inside those secret ballots, some voters are crossing party lines. We just don't know it yet. That's where we start, with Democratic Governor John Hickenlooper. But first, Trump's Colorado campaign director, Patrick Davis.
People are all over the map, and so I don't even think those numbers are indicative of where we are. What I do think with certainty is that we are tied, and this is going to be come right down to the wire.
If the race is tied, that means that only one recent poll has nailed it, and there's something fundamentally wrong with the rest of the polls. What's your case that all those other polls have a flaw?
That there is this underreported Trump vote out there that isn't reflected in these polls, and that we've seen that phenomenon in all of the polling, even going back into the primaries.
How close is it?
I think the polls I've seen, Hillary's up 4 or 5 points, maybe 6 points, but it's still close. I mean, within this election, who knows what the polls mean?
Democrats spent months and months describing Donald Trump as a joke, and now he's being taken very seriously. What was it about his message that was underestimated as it comes to Colorado?
I think the people didn't recognize how much bitterness there was for people that maybe are employed, but they're making less money than they were 15 years ago. And I think the system, they feel the system has been unfair to them, and to a certain extent it's true.
In a bit, both those men will give us their best argument for a voter who dislikes both of their presidential candidates and is still holding that ballot, wondering whether to vote at all. New citizen today, voter tomorrow. 39 people became part of us, the U.S., today in Centennial. An immigrant from Papua New Guinea told our Anastasia Bolton what will be on her mind when she votes tomorrow.
These are my families back home.
Maria Doling is lucky to have two of both.
So I still consider myself a Papua New Guinean, but mostly American, I'll say.
Two families, two countries she calls home. She was born in Papua New Guinea. Today, she's becoming an American citizen.
I am so thankful, you know. I'm so appreciative and for this wonderful country, you know. Every day, sometimes, I just sit on my couch and I'm like, wow, I can't believe I'm in America, the most powerful country in the world.
Maria's been eligible to become a U.S. citizen for a few years.
Hi.
Hi. I like that smile.
Thank
you look
you.
like today's a good day.
But she decided now, this year, was time to take the oath.
That I absolutely and entirely.
She wanted to vote.
Not only if my one vote gets somebody into president, the decision that he makes, not only gonna affect America, but as an immigrant, it's gonna affect the entire world.
The United States of America.
Maria and 38 others here can now officially call this country home.
Under God, indivisible.
All can vote tomorrow if they choose.
But here, look at you. Americans, go out and vote. It's just sitting there. Like, you don't have to go through bloodshed to vote someone that you like.
She's too excited to imagine what tomorrow will feel like. Today is big enough already. For Next, I'm Anastasia Bolton.
For Maria or anyone still making decisions, our Colorado voting guide is some delicious good fun. It has everything you need, how to register, and you can still register through tomorrow, where you can go to vote, where to drop off your ballot. You're obviously not mailing it at this point. Plus, we have information on the local candidates, the ballot issues. You can review the truth test that you've seen on our air. I'm very serious now. Vote. We are not friends if you don't vote. Hey, can I make a recommendation where we point you towards something that didn't come out of our office but is pretty terrific? 270 to win. 270TOWin.com has this sweet interactive map if you want to nerd out and do your own election predicting. Go all Chuck Todd on that piece. Lets you choose which states will go red, which ones will go blue tomorrow. You can then see who gets the 270 electoral votes. Create your own election forecast. Screen grab it. Show your friends. See if you can get everything exactly right. There's a link to the website on the next Facebook page.
Is there a prostitute hanging out in Denver's election headquarters? Not a real one, an image. During an Ask Me Anything session on Reddit earlier this year, a user asked Denver's election team if there is a prostitute displayed in the mural in the lobby. I couldn't help but take a look. Is she a lady of the night, or is she just a lady enjoying a night out?
Someone is definitely leaning in a doorway and maybe taking some weight off their high heels, but art is in the eye of the beholder.
Some beholder thinks that's a prostitute.
But someone on Reddit had actually expressed a concern about the imagery.
That user isn't the only one who thinks this mural is a tad controversial.
The original one actually flagged a smiling Native American image, almost like a Cleveland Indians kind of appearance. There's also a sort of a grinning vaquero image up there. Everything from, tobacco use, there's some things that can construe alcohol use.
In fact, Denver's election authority got enough complaints that they decided to keep the public art out of the eyes of the public, at least during part of the year.
Over the past few election cycles, we've gotten some, concerned emails and calls about some of the imagery within it. So for the 1 month out of the year that we're actually a voter service and polling center, we chose to put our brand on that wall instead.
A big old mural-sized banner covers the whole thing when people make the most use of the lobby of the building.
We just think that when we have media and the public in here during a live election period, that, the imagery that people need to see is our brand.
So is she a prostitute? We may never know. But like any good political scandal, it all gets covered up during election season. If you wanted to check out that mural for yourself, the Denver Elections Division says it will be uncovered on Wednesday, as soon as voters are done casting their ballots.
I think you're going to be there for the big reveal.
I'm going to go check it out again. I want to figure out. It's a mystery. We got to solve it.
Don't be creepy, Steve. With all that said, is the election over yet? Wait for it. Nope, we're so close. I mean, come on, 1 day away. Might as well go vote, right? Hey, if you're sick of political ads, don't worry, they're almost off our air. We checked with the sales department upstairs today. The last ad for Hillary Clinton airs between 3 and 4 tomorrow on KUSA. Last ad for Donald Trump on our air is between 1 and 2 in the afternoon on KTVD Channel 20. And the final political ads on our air tomorrow are between 4 and 5 on 9 News. So in other words, you have less than 24 more hours of dramatic voices saying untrue things, hoping to scare you into the decision they desire. If you still have a ballot on your kitchen table, a personal message from the governor and from Donald Trump's Colorado campaign director. How the Electoral College works, as explained by a tiny Brandon Rittiman. And the biggest Colorado sports news that isn't really being covered. Next.
The 4 is the 4th Marine Division.
Despite everywhere he's been,
my dad bought it for her after they were married.
And everything he's been through.
My buddies.
94-year-old Bill Stevenson had one place he'd never been. One place left. He had to go.
I think I owed it to my country, and if given the chance, and to pay my tribute to those that never came back.
We're going to Washington, D.C.
A foundation called Wish of a Lifetime sent a group of Colorado veterans to our nation's capital.
That's why I have trouble talking. I'm excited.
When he finally went to the Marine Corps War Memorial, it's easy to see just what Stevenson was thinking about.
There's the guys that didn't make it, and I did.
To go everywhere he's been and live everything he's been through.
I wish that everybody and anybody, particularly veterans, could have that trip.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes? B, console her.
Don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
Or C, find her a new boyfriend.
Nice single boys. That was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
A complete range of affordable health screenings, including new testosterone level checks for men and women. Find a fair near you this weekend and take charge of your health. The 9 Health Fair.
These are the stories we love telling.
The Colorado spirit, hard at work.
Join us for 9 Cares Colorado Shares.
It's Saturday, November 12th from 7 to 4.
We need your help. Donate non-perishable food, clothing, toys, and cash.
We'll be at over 30 locations throughout Colorado. Come visit members of our team at one of the 5 metro locations.
Share your donation stories. Use the hashtag Beyond9. Head to 9news.com for more details. Helping our neighbors, giving back. We'll see you at 9 Cares Colorado Shares.
You've had new neighbors and watched your community change, sometimes in ways you never saw coming.
We always knew there would be some kind of development, but not in our wildest dreams did we think it was going to be an industrial site.
What do you do with big business lands in your backyard?
Bought this place 30 years ago. I'm really having a hard time holding it together because it's pretty devastating.
What are the rules? What are your rights if this tries to move in next door? Tonight on 9 News at 9 and 10.
Next, You Know has a bucket list, bunch of stuff we want to do before we get canceled, and it includes teaching everyone how the Electoral College works. High school teacher gave it a shot here last week. Tonight, a smaller, condensed version from a smaller, condensed version of our politics guy, Brandon Ritteman.
So you've heard of the Electoral College, but what is it really? Simply, the Electoral College is 538 people. They cast the official votes for president. Why 538? It's the same as the number of people in Congress, plus 3 more for Washington, D.C. When you choose a candidate, you're really voting for electors to support that candidate in the Electoral College vote in December. This all happened because the Founding Fathers just couldn't agree. Some wanted to see the people vote for president. Others wanted Congress to choose. We got the Electoral College. Each state gets a number of electors set on their population. The biggest state, California, has 55 electoral votes. The smallest states, like Wyoming, get just 3. It takes 270 votes to win the thing. If nobody reaches that magic number, the next president will be picked by your favorite folks ever. Congress, specifically the House of Representatives. They pick from the top 3 candidates from the Electoral College. And here's the rub. Each state gets only 1 vote. Now California isn't more powerful than Wyoming. They're the same. If the House can't decide, the vice president becomes president. The VP, by the way, gets picked by the Senate if the Electoral College deadlocks. That is the Electoral College in a nutshell.
You could almost fit tiny Brandon Ritteman in a nutshell, too. He's like that big. If you still have your ballot, there's a decent chance you're not deciding between the candidates at this point, but rather deciding whether you're going to vote at all. We invited the Trump and Clinton campaigns to send someone on next today to talk you into voting. Here's Governor John Hickenlooper, a Democrat, with a final pitch to A, vote, and B, vote Clinton.
Not voting is a vote in itself, and it's a vote for against democracy. So I think everybody has more than an obligation, a responsibility to vote. And I would argue, you know, I spent a couple hours with Hillary Clinton as a person when I was being vetted to be VP. There's some sort of clerical error that I got on that list. But, you know, I asked her every single question you could imagine. I mean, she was candid, straightforward. She knows more policy than anybody I've ever met. Someone who's about power and ego doesn't get into that detailed amount of policy. And in the end, I sat back and I said, you know, I trust her.
All right, so there's his pitch. Here's Trump's Colorado campaign director, Patrick Davis, with a final pitch to A, vote, and B, vote Trump.
I think this is the election cycle where millions of voters around this country and in Colorado are saying, I don't like Donald Trump and I don't like Hillary Clinton, but I'm voting for him. And I'm voting for him I'm voting for Donald Trump because he's good for my family. He's good for my job. He's good for my next job. And he's good for this country. He's good for the Supreme Court. Hillary Clinton has been around for 30 years. She's part of the problem. In the last week, Donald Trump has started saying that we should drain the swamp, and the swamp is Washington, D.C. Well, if you're sitting on a ballot and you're looking at voting for Hillary Clinton, remember, she has been there for 30 years. She's part of the problem in Washington. She is the swamp.
Colorado has strict write-in voting rules. We don't have any rules for our write-ins. Some election days, weather is a factor. Not this time, not here. Speaking of things not really having an impact, the Broncos offense and C.J. Anderson, the next viewer, found insult added to injured reserve.
Boy Scouts want to help you donate to 9 Cares Colorado Shares. Look for their flyer on your door, then leave non-perishable food in front of your house for easy pickup.
Did you know that 1 in 3 women in the United States experience rape, physical violence, and/or stalking by an intimate partner in their lifetime? This could be your mother, sister, daughter, or best friend. Safe House Denver provides safe shelter and comprehensive services to adults, children, and youth experiencing domestic violence. Visit safehouse-denver.org to learn how to help someone you suspect is experiencing abuse, or to learn about volunteer opportunities, donations, and other ways you can get involved.
Team Challenge is the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation of America's endurance training and fundraising program. When you join, you'll help fund cures for Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis. With our half marathon training program, you'll train with experienced coaches for over 16 weeks to run or walk a half marathon at an exciting destination race, including Chicago, Napa, Nashville, Lisbon, Las Vegas, and others. Choose your challenge. Teams forming now.
I'm former Major League pitcher Tommy John. You may know me from the elbow surgery that bears my name. But with Lou Gehrig's disease, there is no comeback. It robs you of the ability to walk, talk, and even blink an eye before it takes your life. That's why I need you to spread the word about the National ALS Registry, a vital research program to find the cause, treatment, and cure. Visit alsa.org to learn more. Together, we can strike out Lou Gehrig's disease.
You think it's the end. You're not gonna live.
We were in a moment of terror.
It was just a horrible scene.
I turned around and looked at my house, and I realized that I didn't have a house anymore.
Gift giving is hard.
Gift giving is an art. What do you give the person who's got everything?
I gave her a heifer.
You're giving me a cow for my birthday? It's a farm animal.
It's more than a gift. A farm animal helps families in hunger. Gifts like this change lives.
Give different. Christmas, Valentine's Day, Hanukkah, whatever you want.
Give a family life. It's more than a gift.
It's the best gift I ever gave.
5 nights a week, things are gonna get messy.
Best friends, you are my very best friend. Seriously, it's like the best time ever. Oh,
I wasn't finished! And that's just how we like it.
Two Broke Girls, 5 nights a week on Channel 20.
You know, believe it or not, we're allowed to cover other sports teams besides the Broncos around here, and the Colorado Rapids deserve a shout out today. They won their big game yesterday in a shootout. Tim Howard made 2 saves. We're all excited when he came to town anyway. The Rapids advanced to the Western Conference Championship. First time they've gotten that far since they made it to the MLS Cup and won in 2010. So way to be, Rapids. They next play on the road against the Seattle Sounders November 22nd.
Hi, I'm meteorologist Kathy Sabin. The sun came up in Rocky Mountain National Park today and really set off another beautiful fall day in Colorado. Tomorrow, Election Day, a similar forecast shaping up after kind of a quiet period of weather. Our high temperature today cooler with the passage of that overnight front. It was a dry front bringing in a bit of wind, but all of the moisture is south and east of us, and that is where it will stay for the next 2 to 3 days. Matter of fact, with sunshine, temperatures will continue in the 60s, peaking on Wednesday when we expect highs in the 70s. Heavy rain rain will be a problem for travelers in Houston, Dallas, up to St. Louis, but Colorado and westward, it is going to be absolutely beautiful. A few high clouds in the central mountains tonight. Skies then clear. That means temperatures will be colder overnight and will warm up quicker tomorrow. Beautiful forecast for you this Monday night. Clear, cool 36 degrees, which is where we start you off tomorrow morning. How's daylight saving time treating you? Sun's up much earlier, but also setting earlier in the evening. Sunset now before 5 o'clock. Mid-60s tomorrow. Warmest day of the week will be Wednesday. Temperatures trend above average right into the upcoming weekend. And if you capture a great sunrise or sunset shot, don't forget to send that in.
Kathy, thanks. Colorado's rules for write-in candidates mean you can't just write in any name you want and have it counted. Write-in candidates must first file with the state ahead of time. But we know that some of you will still insist on the write-in of your choice.
You can write in anyone that you would want to be president right here. Anybody want to write somebody in? Write in anyone you want to be president, anyone on earth. Bill Murray. Why is that?
Just because he's fun-loving. I mean, he's a good time.
Why would your dog be a good president?
She's bipartisan.
You have the perfect shirt on for this. Come on over here. Write someone in for president. Write it in on my board.
Anyone I want to be president.
I'm confused now. What would Papa Smurf bring to the table?
He's filled with knowledge, and I think we could use a little, happy fantasy time.
What would tacos do for you that the candidates that are on the ballot wouldn't?
Man, they're gonna feed me. You're gonna actually find them for $1 on the dollar menu.
To go in the NBA owner route.
There we go.
Why is that?
He's probably not like an idiot. Like, he probably knows what's going on in life.
Because she's like fierce.
Why is that?
Because she's amazing.
You. Why you?
If everybody just did what they believed in and what they loved and stayed true to their own, essentially themselves, then everything else will follow.
When a Denver Bronco rolled out a new breakfast cereal, there were several complications he did not see coming. That's next.
As soon as our day begins, we're confronted with choices.
From what to wear to what to eat. All this week, make 9 News your channel for choices.
Which phone to choose, this or that? What car to choose, this or that?
Keep your cable or cut that cord. Shop in store or online.
If choices reveal character, let 9 News help you make some good ones.
This or that.
All this week, starting at 4:30 a.m. on 9 News.
You have the power. Vote November 8th.
Big dreams don't happen alone. Long before they come to fruition, we share them with those we love and trust.
He told me he loved me and that I was his best friend. And he said, thank you for being my guardian when I needed it and being my mom when I needed to be set straight.
Taylor made his list as a teenager. Number 1, join the Army. Mom resisted at first.
And I just said, go forward. Be this protector. I know you're going to succeed.
Goal met. Number 13, get a job. Taylor chose Colorado State Trooper.
He put his mind to it, and nothing was going to stop him. And he was going to be the top. He was going to be the best of the best.
Speeds are 100 miles per hour.
On May 23rd, Taylor was almost at the end of his cadet training.
Taylor had texted me that day at 7:30 and said, I'm at an accident at Highway 1 and Highway 66.
Taylor died at the scene. Trooper Rushing was critically hurt. A tow truck driver also there wasn't hurt. He said Taylor shouted at him to get out of the way.
He died a hero. He saved a man's life so he can go home to his little ones.
Save a life. Goal number 9, achieved.
I would text him just to keep in touch with him.
I got a few real short ones. I love you, I miss you, that type of stuff.
Sergeant Cal Holsey had a new phone with a new number. Turns out it was Taylor's old number. He offered to change the number. Carol asked him not to. After all, he was doing what Taylor wanted to do.
It's like I always have a little angel in my pocket now.
And so the conversation didn't end. And while Taylor never got the chance to reach many of his goals, as fate would have it, he did find a way to accomplish number 22.
He's still trying to make a difference.
I never want them to forget Taylor Tifo.
One moment can make us laugh. How many dates did you go on?
I went on 150 first dates.
And you're still single. One moment can inspire. You got the baby, you got your husband. Everything that matters is in your hands. One moment can be unexpected.
Are there no nice guys at the gym?
They're nice, but they're not really looking for women.
That's another show altogether.
TD Jakes, weekday afternoons at 1 on 9 News.
It's not just a donation.
It's a warm blanket.
It's a bottle of clean water.
It's a roof and a bed.
It's knowing someone cares.
It's feeling safe.
It's a today that's better than yesterday.
Every dollar you can spare helps so much more than you can imagine. Please donate now to Red Cross Disaster Relief. Your help is urgently needed.
Broncos running back C.J. Anderson is on the shelf, and so is his cereal at a deeply discounted price. Poor guy tore his meniscus. He's out for most of the rest of the year. And his brand new cereal, CJ's Mile High Crunch, is already on clearance at King Soopers. 79 cents a box. Soopers, that is cold. Next viewer Kyle Cruz snapped a picture and tweeted, "Geez, King Soopers, he's been on injured reserve for like a week, and you've already given up on him? Hang in there, CJ. We haven't given up on you or the cereal." Travis Meredith writes, next, do you ever get actual constructive criticism emails, or is it one extreme or the other? Why do you hate next, Travis? Lexi writes, Kyle Clark said we're friends if I voted. I finally have a friend. I got to go tell my cat. Sarah LaChapelle, said thanks for finally mentioning the Rapids. And Lisa Abbenharder says, I found myself watching TV once a day. You give me hope in the mainstream media. Ha ha! A compliment for the mainstream media the day before Election Day. See you next time. Go vote.